I'd like to call 1,234th regular meeting of the NSOC of Washington to order. Recording Secretary Gary Hubble, could you please read the minutes from the last meeting?
Yeah. Turn the computer on.
Welcome everyone out there in TV land. First.
The 1233rd regular meeting of the Entomological Society of Washington in person in room WG33 of the National Museum of Natural History, as well as virtually at 7 p.m. on 5th of January. President Huffington opened the meeting with 55 members and non-members in attendance. 2 virtual attendees were from Cuba and India. Recording Secretary Gary Hubble read the minutes of the December meeting. A suggestion of recording the December speaker's affiliation as the National Museum of Natural History was made by Paul Goldstein.
Oh, cool.
With this change, the minutes were approved. Membership and Communications Secretary Elizabeth Young announced the official membership of 3 applicants: Zachary Demkowitz, Cynthia Weinman, and Michael Andrew Jensen. New applicants for membership are Michael Bernal and Laura Beinford. President Buffington announced a few upcoming activities, including President-elect Don Weber conducting a walking field trip to Stevie Riley House and a field day for collections and getting together during ESA meetings.
You didn't.
Matt also noted that the Buren RF collection is now at the Smithsonian after 8 years of discussions. Program Chairman Alan Norbaum introduced the speaker of the evening, Dr. Lourdes Chamorro, the past president of our society. She is a research entomologist with the Department of Agriculture. The title of the presentation was Systematics, Morphology, and Biology of Palm Weevils. Red palm weevils were first detected in the United States in 2012 in California. They came from Southeast Asia and feed on some 24 species, attacking the internal tissues of plants. They were eradicated from California in 2015, mostly by the use of pheromone traps. Palm weevils belong to the subfamily Rheoptorinae that contains 1,200 species in more than 150 genera. Their food includes monocots, grains, and even ferns. Collecting specimens provides information on presence and emergence times. Collecting specimens with Winkler traps and flight intercept traps with V-shapes are very productive. Revisions of the subfamily genera required examination of types in the British Museum and other European museums. 152 types were imaged and a new species was found, co-authored with Bob Anderson. Larvae of palm weevils are helpful in the recognition of species and verification of presence of previous publications on palm weevil larvae resulted in inconsistencies of structural terminologies. Dr. Chamorro solved this problem by illustrating and correcting such structures. China's Litwack has been developing plates that include illustrations of dorsum, side, and underside views that aid taxonomic work. There is obviously a tremendous challenge in the taxonomy of weevils for the future. The meeting was adjourned at 8:25 p.m.
Thank you, Gary.
Okay.
Any additions or corrections to the minutes as they were read? Hear a motion to accept the minutes as they were read?
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent. Thank you, Recording Secretary Gary Neville. I don't see Elizabeth Young in attendance tonight, so I don't think we're going to be getting a membership. Oh, is she
I'm
on?
here. Hello. I'm not in person, but I am here virtually.
Excellent.
Excellent, great.
Membership Secretary Elizabeth Young, could you please read any new members?
I would be happy to. Okay, so we have 2 official members who I announced about the last meeting. Their names are Michael Burnell and Laura Bainfor. And we have 1 new applicant for membership. Their name is Elizaveta Pliss.
Excellent. Thank you.
If there are any visitors today, either in person or over Zoom, we'd love to hear from you. If you want to speak up and say hello.
Are there any visitors here that would like to say hello and introduce themselves?
Hello, I'm Wayne Wheeling, retired last June from the USDA APHIS. It's been 3 or 4 years since I've attended a meeting,
Excellent.
so just wanted to see some faces.
Excellent. Welcome.
My name is Ashley Kennedy. I've attended online before as my first time in person. I'm from Delaware, and I'm also representative of Society of American.
Of which is
Oh, go. Anyone online like to say hello and introduce themselves?
I am Cindy Weinman. I was mentioned as being one of the new members. I'm an MPH student at Milken at GW, and I'm interested in vector-borne disease and just a fan of entomology in general.
Welcome. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Okay. If I could ask everyone to mute their microphones out there in TV land, it'll help keep everything quiet on this end. Okay, I would like to make one announcement here that the website, the new and improved website, is very, very close to being debuted. As such, the moving the membership database from the old website to the new one in order to preserve everyone's personal identification requires everyone to renew their membership, which a lot of people need to be renewed anyway. So this is a one-time task. I'll be sending an email out probably tomorrow with Elizabeth Young's help to explain to everyone the process. It's very quick to do. But we want to make sure there's a few little things with the website we wanted to get refined first before we made that announcement. So just be aware of that. The other announcement for membership is the executive met yesterday and approved an amendment to the bylaws to add a webmaster or website administrator to the bylaws. And this is important because this is an executive position, and it's one that's going to be elected in, and it's not on the bylaws. Those sorts of things need to be sorted out. I realize it seems a little 19th century to be talking about a 21st century webmaster in bylaws, but that's how we're rolling. So I'm going to be sending out the amended bylaws to the membership. Everyone has 1 month to read them, comment on them, etc. And then at the next regular meeting, we're going to vote on whether we accept that amendment. We've also noted a few other things that need to be changed in the bylaws, little small editorial things that should have been corrected probably a while ago. And we're going to take the time to just get them all corrected at once. But the first one we're going to do is website administrator. Does anyone here have any questions about that? Or on TV land, anyone in Zoom, is there any questions on this? The new website's very exciting. And as far as websites go, I'm very pleased with how it came out. So are there any questions in the chat?
No, but there were a couple of people who put a message in about the visitors.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Read them.
I can read them.
Yes, there is. It says, "Hi, I'm Joyce Fassbender. I'm living in Florida and interested in carrying insect ecology." Paula Cushing, curator of invertebrate zoology with Denver Lake Science. Just interested in forensic entomology, pathogens, ESW. That was Matt's idea. Post the flyer there. So anyway, welcome to you both.
Welcome, thank you. I think we're at the point in our meeting for any other officer reports. Hearing none. Any exhibits, what we call show and tell? They didn't even bring anything of entomological interest that they'd like to share with everyone here. Looks like everyone is ready for forensic entomology. Oh,
Just announcement
President-elect Don Weber speaking.
that the Entomological Society of America Eastern Branch is sponsoring a free tour, at least for its members. You may bring along the individual guests as well, of the collections and the new insect exhibit at the other Museum of Natural History, the American Museum of Natural History, on the west side of Central Park in New York. That's at March 4th, 10 a.m. So that is 2 days after our, that's Saturday, that's 2 days after our next meeting. So I thought it good to announce it here. You can go to the ESA Eastern Branch website, is that correct? And sign up for that. And that will be led by Jessica Ware, who is in charge of at least a good part of the collection there.
Well suited for the task.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
It's what? Have you visited really?
The changes to the museums, yes.
Good, good. Encourage.
Yes, sir.
As far as officer reports,
Alan Norbaum speaking.
I would just say our speaker next month is going to be Andrew Jansen, the new scientist at the Systematic Entomology Laboratory. Oh, there. You can, you know what?
Happens to be here in person.
He's with us in the audience.
Yes.
Anyway, and I was going to note that we have 41 Zoom participants.
Fantastic.
Plus 20 or so here.
All right. We're doing all right.
Good turnout.
I was reminded in my Facebook feed of one of the first meetings as program chair I organized 14 years ago was Dr. John Will. We were in the Rose Room upstairs and there were 7 people in attendance because it was like 10 degrees outside. So this is a big difference. It's really cool. So crowds come and go. Yes, sir.
There was another introduction chat, I think.
Yes, I knew. All right. I am Spencer Pote. I'm currently interning with Dr. Norbaum at the Smithsonian and heading towards grad school in Hawaii in the fall. I was glad to attend in person, but I have some sort of cold today. Well, welcome. Thank you. Okay, I think it's time to hand it over to program chair. Over there, I guess.
Okay, thanks on that. Tonight's speaker is Dr. Robert B. Kimsey. Bob earned his bachelor's and PhD in entomology at the University of California, Davis. He's been a professor and lecturer in the Department of Entomology at UC Davis since 1990. Prior to that, he served in the U.S. Army as an instructor of medical entomology, epidemiology, and preventive medicine. And later he was a research associate at the Department of Tropical Medicine and Parasitology, Harvard School of Public Health, and visiting scientist at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. He's also the president of the North American Forensic Entomology Association. His research interests include seasonal influence on the scavenger community and its succession on carrion in California, gunshot wound modification of rate and pattern of insect-aided decomposition of carrion, diversity, phenology, and succession of arthropods on infested human remains, and various other aspects of forensic entomology. So Bob, you can hear me. Look forward to your presentation. Thank you very much, Bob.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in out there in TV land and showing up here downtown. If you're ever in town and you want to join us, feel free. If you're out there, kind of want to know if we're back in business downtown, we are indeed. So please join us and be looking for those emails to the membership coming out very soon about renewing your membership on the new and improved website and some amendment changes that will be voted on at the next regular meeting. And if you're not a member and you want to become one, this is a fantastic time. It's always a fantastic time, this particularly good time. So with that, I'd like to, could someone make a motion to end the 234th meeting of the Entomological?
I want to make an addition to the minutes.
Oh, addition to the
In
minutes.
addition to the minutes, I should have done ESA National Harbor, November 2023 was one of your first sentences. And that should be in the minutes from the last meeting.
That's right, because we were talking about it with Dr. Weber. Yeah. Thank you, Manon. Okay, with that. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Kimsey. It was great seeing you again.
All right, so what's the information?
Y'all don't have to leave immediately. There's still